My opinion on the PewDiePie saying the N-word. Well, a lot of other YouTubers that are white have said the N-word completely and unreasonably saying the N-word. Now, black people have had a lot of fucking shit over the last 200-300 years. And the word blanker, the word itself, I see why it triggers so many people. Now, since I'm white, I have the right to say this. Cracker. Cracker. I am a cracker. I am a motherfucking cracker. I am the biggest cracker in Florida. But the N-word, unfortunately, okay, I don't know what it is, but most white people don't get offended when you call them that. You're a fucking cracker. I don't get offended. The only thing I think of when I see crackers is Cheez-Its or saltine platoon crackers. That's what I just cannot fathom the word cracker and cracker. Crackers and Cheez-Its. Baked snack crackers. Now, you want to say who's racist? Crackers. All pure racism. It goes both ways, by the way. Now, black people, on the other hand, they have the N-word. And unfortunately, the N-word is very derogatory. But let me ask you a question. Why is it that when I lived in Ohio, I would go to Springfield, Ohio, and I would hear black people calling each other the N-word? I would hear the N-word being used like it was an everyday sentence, like, hello, how you doing? Hey, how you doing, man? California was even worse, man. I kept hearing that word so many times. Especially when I used to go to the stores in Compton, in Watts, in South Central, Inglewood. And then I go to a white neighborhood and they're all polite and all like, hi sir, how can I help you? But the word itself can be extremely derogatory, extremely friendly in some people, or it can be very derogatory. Now, as a white person, I get to call myself a cracker and get away with it. I am a cracker. I am a cracker. But if you're not black, don't use the word. Don't use the word if you don't have to. Because you will be seen as a racist, you will get shitted on for the rest of your life, and it's not right. It's like if a black person calls me a cracker, I mean, I won't get offended, but it's just annoying. I mean, I've been called a cracker a couple of times in my life by a black person, especially Elijah from school. He used to call me a cracker, but I never called him the N-word, because even as a young child, I knew that it was racist, and it's just a very derogatory word. Now, is it right for the black person to call me a cracker? No. Do I care though? No. But at the same time, it's just a word. Now, PewDiePie used the N-word. He used it. He regrets it. That's it. Now, hypocrites like H3 Productions use the word blanket. How can I say it? But he used the N and the F word after the N word. And then he makes a video blasting PewDiePie. Now, as for that one, is wrong. As for iDubbbz uses that word all the time, and he never gets hate from it. And here's the reason why. It's context. Context shows everything. Context shows is iDubbbz saying the word blanket in a negative, derogatory, demeaning, racial slur, Or is he just using the word in a context where the word blanket can be used for that word, but cracker is fine. I swear to you, God, I could go anywhere and say cracker really loud, which I've done before just to piss people off, at an Olive Garden in California, and I said cracker real loud. And I even said, you're a goddamn cracker real loud, and never got in trouble. As for people who suffer for all the years, the older generation of African Americans, I don't even know why the slavery thing began, to be honest. It's just some stupid shit. I don't know why all that stupid shit happened, but it happened. But it's morally wrong. We're only humans and we live on this one planet, and we had the audacity to enslave the African American race at one point and demean them so badly. I don't understand that. So when people keep calling them the N-word, they're gonna snap. They're just gonna snap, period. End of story. Like, we weren't the slaves. We weren't the slaves back then. Now, I know that it's been, a couple millennia since, a century since this has happened. I mean, it's been at least 60, 70, 80, 90 years now. But it's just a thought, like, why would they still be calling us that word after so many years? It's such a derogatory, demeaning word that they used when they were slaves. And you have to understand the fact that it's not right. They're just a different color of skin, but they're all the same. And it's just not right. But when white people use the N-word, it's just, it's socially unacceptable. Personally, I don't care if a black person calls us the cracker, but certain people just get really offended. And that's all I can think of. They just get really, really offended. And it's not, you just don't use the word. Even if this society wasn't very PC, I would not use the word because it's very derogatory. Besides, we bleed the same, we bleed red, and unfortunately, we're the same. It's just different color of skin and different thickness of skin. That's it.